Freestyle skier Eileen Gu's mom has supported her Olympic dreams since day one. More about her family. Freestyle skier Eileen Gu, 22, has dominated her sport for years. She competes in all three disciplines, halfpipe, slopestyle, and big air, and has already earned a silver medal in freeski slopestyle at the 2026 Winter Olympics. Of course, this isn't Eileen's first time at the Olympics. She's already the proud owner of 3 Olympic medals from the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. Eileen has also built up a huge fanbase and massive net worth in the process. She was born and raised in San Francisco and decided in 2019 to compete for China, citing her heritage, according to the New York Times. In China, Eileen is known as Gu Eiling and works as a supermodel along with being a champion skier. She also speaks fluent Mandarin. But who are Eileen's parents, and what does this mean for her US citizenship? Here's what you need to know. Eileen's mom was born in China. Eileen's mom, Yang, emigrated from China about 30 years ago and raised Eileen as a single parent, according to the Times. Yang used to be a ski instructor at a resort near Lake Tahoe and usually travels with her daughter. Yang studied biochemistry and molecular biology at Auburn University and molecular genetics at Rockefeller University, per Forbes. She's also worked in investment banking at companies in New York and California, and has worked as a private investor and expert in China for fusion investment. Yang shows up in Eileen's social media posts here and there. She was featured in a post about the Paris Olympic Games, posing alongside her daughter in front of the Eiffel Tower. Yang is also often seen cheering her daughter on during competitions. Most recently, Yang was spotted yelling, jumping up and down, and running to see her daughter after Eileen did the run that landed her a silver medal in freeski slopestyle at the 2026 Olympic Games. Who is Eileen Gu's dad? He's kind of a mystery. The Times mentioned that he's American and graduated from Harvard, but there's no public record of him and she doesn't talk publicly about him. She was raised by her mother and her maternal grandmother in San Francisco. Eileen was raised in San Francisco's Sea Cliff neighborhood, according to the NYT. As of 2022, she shared a home with her mother and maternal grandmother Feng Guozhen. Her bedroom had a view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Freestyle skier Eileen Gu has become one of the most recognizable faces in winter sports, an Olympic champion, fashion icon, and trailblazer who bridges cultures with grace and confidence. But behind her historic runs and gold medal moments stands a powerful, steady presence, her mother, Yang Gu, who has supported her Olympic dreams since day one. This is a story not just of podium finishes and perfect landings, but of family, sacrifice, cultural pride, and a mother-daughter bond strong enough to carry Olympic-sized ambition. A star is born, the rise of Eileen Gu. Born in 2003 in San Francisco, Eileen grew up straddling two worlds. Her father is American, and her mother, Yang Gu, is Chinese. Raised primarily by her mother and grandmother, Eileen was immersed in both American and Chinese traditions from an early age. Skiing entered her life almost as soon as she could walk. Weekend trips to Lake Tahoe became a ritual. While other children saw snow as a playground, Yang saw potential, though she never forced it. Instead, she nurtured it. Eileen wasn't just naturally athletic, she was fearless. By her early teens, she was already competing at elite levels. And when she made the bold decision to compete for China internationally, she became a symbol of cross-cultural identity and global possibility. At the 2022 Winter Olympics, Eileen stunned the world by winning 2 gold medals and 1 silver in freestyle skiing, cementing her legacy as one of the most dominant athletes of her generation. But none of it happened overnight. The woman behind the champion, Yang Gu's quiet strength. Yang Gu is often described as determined, intelligent, and fiercely devoted. A graduate of Peking University, she later moved to the United States for further education and built a successful career in finance. Yet her most important role would become that of a single mother raising an extraordinary daughter. From the beginning, Yang made a decision that would shape Eileen's future. She would expose her to opportunity, not pressure. She drove hours to ski resorts. She managed school schedules around training sessions. She handled logistics, sponsorship conversations, and media inquiries long before Eileen had an agent. She ensured her daughter excelled academically while chasing athletic greatness. Most importantly, she protected Eileen's childhood. Yang has often emphasized education as a cornerstone of success. Eileen didn't just train hard, she studied hard. She eventually gained admission to Stanford University, a testament to the balance her mother instilled between intellect and athleticism. A multi-generational bond. While Yang was the architect of Eileen's structured support system, her grandmother played an equally meaningful emotional role. Eileen spent significant time in Beijing growing up, strengthening her Mandarin and building deep ties to Chinese culture. This connection wasn't strategic, it was personal. Family dinners, stories from older generations, and summers in China helped shape Eileen's sense of identity. She has often spoken about feeling 100% American and 100% Chinese. That confidence in dual identity didn't emerge from marketing, it grew from family grounding. Yang ensured that Eileen never felt she had to choose between sides of herself. Discipline without pressure. One of the most remarkable aspects of Yang's parenting style is the balance she maintained between discipline and freedom. Elite sports can easily become overwhelming. Burnout is common. Pressure is constant. But Yang approached skiing as something joyful first. If Eileen wanted to ski more, she supported it. If she needed rest, she encouraged it. When injuries happened, as they inevitably do in freestyle skiing, Yang prioritized recovery and mental health over competition schedules. This steady guidance allowed Eileen to develop internal motivation rather than external obligation. And that distinction matters. Athletes who chase parental approval often crumble under Olympic pressure. Athletes who chase personal dreams rise. Olympic glory in Beijing. When the 2022 Winter Olympics opened in Beijing, it felt like destiny. Competing in her mother's homeland, speaking fluent Mandarin, and representing China on the world's biggest stage, Eileen carried enormous expectations. The spotlight was intense. Media scrutiny was relentless. Yet during competition, cameras often caught Yang Jiyu in the stands, calm, focused, rarely overreacting. After Eileen's gold medal performance in Big Air, Yang's reaction was composed pride rather than dramatic celebration. It reflected years of emotional steadiness. Their embrace afterward was not flashy. It was intimate. It said everything without spectacle. More than medals, modeling, activism, and education. Eileen's career extends far beyond the slopes. She has become a global ambassador for luxury brands, appeared on magazine covers, and advocated for women in sports. Behind each strategic move is the influence of a mother who understands business as well as balance.